Bitcoin likely to repeat Q4 2020 move. In today's show, I'll be sharing the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. And as Crypto Ed updates us here, morning, waking up with Bitcoin doing the pattern exactly as I wanted to see, correcting over the weekend in an ABC, bouncing just above the green box. Although it's early, this looks like the start of a continuation of last week's move. Fingers crossed. And as Bob Lucas shares here, remember when everyone was loading up Bitcoin options in September/October for the super cycle? Those are probably down 80+%. Volume drop-in speaks the consolidating period, likely similar outcome period leading into October 2020 move, but think still time to grind in this BTC range. Also in today's show, Fidelity expects more countries to acquire Bitcoin, citing very high stakes. Game theory. That's right, Fidelity expects more sovereign nation states or even a central bank to acquire Bitcoin this year. There is very high stakes game theory at play here, whereby if Bitcoin adoption increases, the countries that secure some Bitcoin today will be better off competitively than their peers, the firm explained. And this just in, breaking news, is Walmart gearing up to enter the Metaverse? Well, check it. The retail giant submitted a total of 7 patent filings, signaling plans to create its own digital currency and NFT collection. Now check this out. This is how Walmart envisions shopping in the Metaverse.
Great. Looks like you need a good wine pairing. Take a look to your right. Your age has already been pre-verified through your profile.
Pretty trippy, eh? Also in today's show, Raoul Pal unveils 2022 price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum. It says one crypto sector will explode this year. Quoting him here, I use the logarithmic channel, the upside for Bitcoin if we get traction again, particularly if we end up with some central bank easing, which I think we'll get at the last part of the year, or allusion to it. I still think Bitcoin can probably do 300% or so this year, and ETH do a lot more. And if you run the math, Bitcoin 300% from here is about $120,000 BTC price with Ether at 10K. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, and many of the major alts are correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Find out all this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here are Crypto News Alerts. I drop a brand new episode every single day. The goal is to get to 100,000 subs along with a $100,000 Bitcoin price. And if you like getting that crypto, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick, before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. They have a special promo they're running right now where you can get up to $250 in Bitcoin for funding your account today. And their flagship products include their BlockFi interest account, where you can earn up to a 9% APY with no minimum balance and no hidden fees. And of course, you can buy, sell, and trade the top cryptocurrencies instantly, 24/7, 365. And also have a BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Visa credit card where you can earn 3.5% Bitcoin back on all your purchases within your first 90 days, then get an unlimited 1.5% back in Bitcoin on everything you buy thereafter. And they also offer crypto-backed loans where you can borrow against your crypto at rates as low as 4.5% APR with no prepayment penalties, no impact to your credit, and receive the funds the same business day, truly making this a no-brainer. So go ahead and click my referral link in the description right down below and get up to $250 in Bitcoin for funding your account today. And let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. How's it going, crypto fam? Holla at your boy in the live chat. Now for the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. Bitcoin retains key weekly close level. Bitcoin looks decidedly uninterested in tackling even local resistance levels as the week begins. After a range-bound weekend with a little unique price action, Bitcoin is putting in lower lows on the short time frames while avoiding key zones of around $44,000. And with Wall Street closed for a holiday, Monday could shape up to offer more of the same before the markets provide direction. Now, Bitcoin did, however, manage to close out the weekly at exactly the crucial point identified by trader and analyst Rec Capital as useful for aiding bullish momentum. As Rec Capital shared here, a weekly close above 43,100 would be a good sign of confirmation for Bitcoin to continue higher from here. By turning black into support on the weekly, could confirm a re-entry into the 43,100 to $51,800 range, as he shares right here in this chart. And as Crypto Ed shares here, morning waking up with Bitcoin doing a pattern exactly as I wanted to see, correcting over the weekend in an ABC, just bouncing above the green box. And although it's early, this looks like the start of a continuation of last week's move. Fingers crossed. And then he updates us here, The chart above, I was awake for maybe 10 minutes. After checking more charts, I realized the correction wasn't that deep after all. After last week's move, this is another possibility in case it doesn't hold the current range. Not bad at all, still bullish, and lower entries. And in this chart, he shows us dropping to that $40,000 to $41,000 mark before bouncing to $43,000 or $44,000. Now for the second factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, Congress to discuss cleaning up crypto mining. That's right, the stage is being set in more ways than one this week as the topic of inflation returns to haunt U.S. markets and politics alike. And amid a fresh flurry of headlines about how inflation is hitting consumers, the highest consumer price index print in 40 years is already hitting President Sleepy Joe Biden's approval ratings. As Pentoshi shares here, the stage is being set in the coming weeks. And reading some of the headlines, Target CEO sees fewer store trips as shoppers confront inflation. Fed needs half-point rate hike to regain credibility. And Biden faulted on inflation by majority in CBS poll. And now for the third factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, Bitcoin a bonfire covered in gasoline. Bitcoin volatility is plumbing multi-year lows, encouraging for its acceptance as a mainstream asset, but not something many expect to last. According to the Bitcoin Volatility Index, which calculates the standard deviation of daily Bitcoin returns for the last 30 and 60 days, Bitcoin is at its least volatile since November 2020 at 2.63%. Now the current price movements are thus similar to before Bitcoin entered price discovery after cracking its $20,000 all-time high from 2017. And for trader, entrepreneur, and investor Bob Lucas, the stage is now set for a potential repeat of those events, as he shares here. Remember when everyone was loading up BTC options in September/October for the super cycle? Those are probably down 80+%. Volume dropping speaks to consolidating period, likely similar outcome period leading into October 2020 move, but think still time to grind in this BTC range. Now for the fourth factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, interest quiet ever since early 2021. That's right, amid questions over the absence of retail investors, even after a 40% price drawdown, new data shows that the sector has in fact had little interest in Bitcoin for an entire year. And eyeing new entities appearing on the blockchain, Glassnode analyst TXMC Trades shows how quiet Bitcoin has really been in terms of retail adoption since January 2021. As he shares here on Crypto Twitter, Bitcoin bull/bear markets have a distinct on-chain activity profile. Here is the 30-day average of new entities on-chain. In the blue, you see the baseline year-over-year adoption. In the green, spiking bull market interest. And in the red, mass exit. Now, activity-wise, the last bull run ended in January 2021, and it's been quiet ever since. Now, for the fifth and final factor to keep your eyes out on this week in the Bitcoin market, be afraid, be extremely afraid. That's right, Bitcoin's New Year extreme fear continues, and if on-chain behavior is anything to go by, it's set to remain the dominant sentiment force. Checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index right here. We're currently rated a 22 out of 100 in extreme fear. Yesterday a 21, last week a 23, and last month a 24 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear is a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity like we're witnessing right now. BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And as pointed out here by On-Chain College, this is the real Fear and Greed Index, which shows Glassnode's realized profit/loss ratio indicator. And before I break down next story of the day, Fidelity expects more countries to acquire Bitcoin, citing very high stakes. Game theory, as well as breaking news, is Walmart gearing up to enter the Metaverse, as well as Raoul Pal unveils 2022 price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum and says that one crypto sector will explode this year. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin in the red, down about 1% for the day, trading just above $42,750. We have Ether down 2%, trading just under $3,300. Solana down 4%, trading at about $143. Cardano, one of the few actually pumping and in the green, up 8% for the day, trading at $1.52, along with Matic, barely in the green, trading at $2.33. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Fidelity Digital Assets, a subsidiary of Fidelity Investments, published a report on crypto trends and their potential future impact earlier this month. And among the trends discussed in the report is the adoption of cryptocurrency by sovereign nations. Quoting the report here, this past year saw some major moves by world overall governments with regards to digital assets, Fidelity described. The report discusses countries like China that have banned cryptocurrency and countries like El Salvador that took the opposite approach and made Bitcoin legal tender. Quoting the report again here, we think the two developments observed this year couldn't be more opposed. Time will certainly tell which path is more successful, the report author opined. However, they noted the following: an outright ban will be difficult to achieve at best, and if successful, will lead to a significant loss of wealth and opportunity. The authors continued, we also think there is very high stake game theory at play here, whereby if Bitcoin adoption increases, the countries that secure some Bitcoin today will be better off competitively than their peers, elaborating the following: therefore, even if other countries do not believe in the investment thesis or adoption of Bitcoin, they will be forced to acquire some as some form of insurance. And Fidelity clarified, in other words, a small cost can be paid today as a hedge compared to a potentially much larger cost years in the future. The investment firm concluded, we therefore wouldn't be surprised to see other sovereign nation states acquire Bitcoin in 2022 and perhaps even see a central bank make an acquisition. Very powerful words coming from Fidelity. And El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, also predicted last week that 2 more sovereign nations will adopt Bitcoin as legal tender this year. And the CEO of the VEER Group, Nigel Green, however, is more optimistic. He expects 3 more countries to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender this year. I'd also like to point out a breaking story I shared a few days back. The island of Tonga also announced adopting Bitcoin as legal tender later this year. We also have the city of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to allocate 1% of their country's reserves into the king of all crypto. Which other countries do you think are likely to follow and enter this Bitcoin game theory? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And before I break down the next breaking story of the day, is Walmart gearing up to enter the Metaverse, as well as Raoul Pal unveils 2022 price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum and says that one crypto sector will explode this year. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above that $2 trillion milestone with $70 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 39.5%, with the Ether dominance at 19% even. And checking out the top gainers, here in the crypto market, we have AKL leading the pack up 14,858%, followed by Bitcoin up 13,600%, followed by ChainPay up 4,500%, trading at 50 cents. Now, obviously, these are ish coins, but they are the top gainers within the crypto market. Which alts are you most bullish on for 2022? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now let's break down our next breaking story of the day. It appears that retail giant Walmart is getting ready to enter the metaverse, with patent filings indicating that it plans to create its own crypto and non-fungible token collection. The multinational retailer filed several new trademarks with the United States Patent and Trademark Office on December 30th. However, they remain unnoticed until a Sunday report by CNBC shed more light on Walmart's ambitions. Walmart filed a total of 7 patents applications at the time, including 3 under its existing advertising division, Walmart Connect. The application included plans to create and sell virtual goods, including the likes of electronics, toys, appliances, apparel, and home decor. There also mentions a digital currency and digital token and opportunities to buy and sell NFTs. Meanwhile, a separate application suggests plans to trademark the Walmart brand name and logo in virtual reality and augmented reality, with the possibility of introducing physical fitness training services in VR and AR. And the shopping experience would look something like this.
I'm getting a notification from your connected smart fridge. It looks like you already have a full gallon of milk at home. Should we put this one back?
Personally, I find it very trippy. I don't even like shopping at Walmart to begin with, so I couldn't imagine using VR or AR in Walmart, where it's very hectic. Now, this comes as the latest string of recent events indicating Walmart's interest in the metaverse. Back in August, the retail giant listed a job vacancy for a digital currency and crypto product lead to drive digital currency strategy. Now, the job listing has since been removed, but it is unclear whether the role was filled. A LinkedIn search for a person working at Walmart with the role turns over no results. And back in October, Walmart also partnered with crypto ATM company Coinstar and crypto cash exchange CoinMe to install 200 Bitcoin ATMs in its stores across the US. And in addition, Walmart has been using blockchain technology for supply chain management, customer marketplaces, and smart appliances since 2018. And according to analysis from Morgan Stanley, the metaverse could present an $8 trillion opportunity for retailers. During the third quarter of 2021, Walmart saw sales reach $11.1 billion. According to Digital Commerce 360, Walmart is the largest private employer in the United States with a market cap of over $406 billion. It operates a chain of supermarkets, discount department stores, in grocery stores. So there you have it. Do you feel they're likely to adopt their own cryptocurrency? And could you imagine if they adopted Bitcoin, being one of the largest retailers in the world? I think the game theory would kick in, and I think the likes of Amazon and Facebook could do the same. Just saying, let the mass adoption happen here in 2022. And before I break down our final story of the day, Raoul Pal unveils 2022 price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum and says one crypto sector will explode this year. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,000 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my new crypto merch store, which is live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. And I have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And you can also find me on all the major podcasting platforms. We're currently receiving over 500,000 downloads per month. You can find me on Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, or Apple's iTunes, or Google Play. And if you're listening to the pod, check out the YouTube channel at cryptonewsalerts.net for the full premium experience with video. And of course, you can follow me on crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Real Vision CEO Raoul Pal is unveiling his price targets for Bitcoin and Ethereum this year, while naming one nascent crypto sector that he believes will do well in the coming months. In a new Real Vision Finance interview, Pal says favorable macroeconomic conditions toward the end of the year could push Bitcoin and Ethereum above $100,000 and $10,000 respectively. Quoting him here, I use the logarithmic channel, the upside for Bitcoin if we get traction again, particularly if we end up with some central bank easing, which I think we'll get at the last part of the year, or allusion to it. I still think Bitcoin can probably do 300% or so this year, and ETH could do more. Running the math with Bitcoin currently trading at around 42,000, if we were to move up 300% before the end of the year, we're talking about $120,000 plus Bitcoin price, and Ether above 10,000, as ETH is currently trading at around 3,300. Now, the former Goldman Sachs executive also predicts that 2022 will be the year of social tokens, crypto assets that monetize the value provided by personalities, brands, or communities. Quoting the macro guru again here, I've been alluding to this for some time because it's stuff that I'm working on that I really can't talk about, but I think this is the year of social tokens. People don't really get it yet. I talk about it. People that really get it, we're seeing Bored Apes start with Ape Token. There are some of these, but these are still small scale. And he goes on, we're going to see some gigantic communities tokenize, and we'll see the power of token economics. That's the big thing that people aren't aware of because they haven't seen it yet. That's my big prediction for this year. And to watch this entire interview with Raoul Pal, entitled Raoul Pal's 2022 Crypto Forecast, check the show notes below the video in the description, and let me know if you agree or disagree with the macro guru that we're likely to see $120,000 plus Bitcoin price this year, along with a $10,000 plus Ethereum price. Holla at your boy in the live chat. And now for a quick recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin likely to repeat Q4 2020 move. I shared with you the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week, as well as Fidelity expects more countries to acquire Bitcoin, citing very high stakes game theory, as well as breaking news is Walmart gearing up to enter the Metaverse, as well as Raoul Pal unveils 2022 price predictions for Bitcoin and Ethereum and says one crypto sector will explode this year. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. DJS Squibs wrote, great content, man. I might actually buy a crypto someday. Cheers, fam. Thanks for tuning in. And it's definitely a great time to get into the crypto game. Now for our next featured comment comes from our very own Inner Dino. Thanks, JV. Brilliant news. This will be a very special year. Always a pleasure, fam. Cheers to a very special crypto 2022. Let's freaking go. Now for our third and final feature comment comes from Lord Henry, short and sweet. Max it up. You know it, fam. I'm always maxed up. Thanks for tuning in, and cheers to another epic BTC year here in 2022. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. That's right, Bitcoin is the glitch in the matrix. And if you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And be sure to check out the merch store, now live at merch.cryptonewsalerts.net, to help support the show. Simply scroll down, find a design that you really like, and once you find it, click on it. And once you do, you'll notice over 40 unique products for each and every design. We got everything from hats to mouse pads to shirts to hoodies to tank tops to phone cases and masks. So go pick out your favorite crypto merch, help support the movement, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.